Well, hello. Today is August 8th, 2014, and I'm a new mom. My baby is 2.5 months old, and today I just have a couple of points on plagiocephaly, torticollis, and flat head, and just want to tell you about some things that I wish that I knew before I had my baby, just to try and help you all out. I am using some notes today because I want to make sure that I don't miss any important points. But if you have not had your baby yet, I'm very glad that you're watching, or if you have a new baby, because I think some of these things today that you'll find will to be very helpful for you. So, first of all, does anybody else other than me think it's crazy that since they, told all the new moms back in 1992 to start putting your baby on their back instead of their tummy, that all of a sudden flat head has increased by 50%, actually 50% of babies now have flat head, and it has increased by 600%. I just don't understand how this could possibly be acceptable. I do get that, obviously sleeping on the back has significantly decreased losing a lot of babies to SIDS, which is great, and I still highly recommend putting your baby on your back, as any doctor would. However, what is not being addressed is what happens to the baby's head when you have them sleep on their back every night. And I went to all the classes at the hospital before I had my baby, and talked to my pediatrician, and I really didn't hear a whole lot about things that you need to do to prevent your baby from getting flat head now that they're going to be put on their back. And I just don't understand, with 600% increase, why are they not telling more new moms how to prevent this from happening? So one thing, number one, how common this is. It could easily happen to your baby. I didn't think that it would happen to my baby, but it did. He was taken to the pediatrician. I took him in myself about a week ago because I noticed that the back left side of his head started getting flat, and not only that, but his ear on the left side was being pushed forward more than the one on the right. So I don't want it to get to the point where it's actually starting to change the features of the baby's face, which is one thing that can happen with flat head. So I called up the doctor myself to make the appointment because he actually already had his 2-month appointment, and he wasn't going to see the doctor again until the 4-month appointment, which is very normal. When you have a new baby, you have like a couple days after the birth, you have a 1-month appointment, you have a 2-month appointment, and then you have a 4-month appointment. So you have this big gap between the 2-month and the 4-month, and because of that gap, a lot of babies aren't seen by the doctor, and that is probably the most common time when flat head is beginning to get worse. So then finally when the pediatrician sees the baby at 4 months, all of a sudden they're like, oh, your baby has flat head, you need to do this, this, and this, or, unfortunately your baby is going to need a helmet or a dock band. And if you've heard anything about the helmet or the dock band, not many insurance companies will cover the cost, and it can be anywhere close to $4,000, and then your baby has to stay in the helmet for several months. I've heard of babies, being in the helmet for up to 8 to 9 months, and that has to stay on 23 hours a day, and the only time that the helmet is taken off is the 1 hour a day to give the baby a bath and to also clean out the helmet. So yes, they do sleep in the helmet and everything else. So I made the appointment with my doctor, 1 week shy of his 3-month birthday, just to make sure that I could get an appointment to see her. And she said that he has a little bit of torticollis, which is a tightening of the muscle in his neck, which causes him to want to look left most of the time. And he does look right. He can do both ways. He just prefers the left side. So because of that, he always looks to the left when he sleeps. Regardless of which direction I put him in the crib, he will always favor the left side of his head, and because of that, the flat head has developed there. So she referred me to a physical therapist, and we have an appointment at the beginning of next week to do an evaluation and see what kind of exercises we can do with his neck to get him to stop favoring that left side, so hopefully he'll also start sleeping on the right side and help even out the head. Now, I do hear at this age that the head is very much like cake mix in a brownie pan, where, you know, it's not too late and we can still find things that we can do to get the head to reshape itself back into the circular shape. So I just want to tell you, of course, you know, other than the normal tummy time, 5 to 8 times a day, what I'm doing to help prevent this flat head from getting worse. You know, because you could do tummy time 5 to 8 times a day, but that's really not going to help the fact that the baby is still sleeping on a firm mattress at night, anywhere from 8 to 9 hours at night. Now, my baby is a good sleeper. He doesn't wake up in the middle of the night. So because of that, he, you know, pretty much stays in the same position all night, and that flat head has developed pretty quickly. So this is what I'm going to be doing to try and reverse this. Number one, we're going to physical therapy. I got the referral from my pediatrician. Number two, anywhere that he's laying down in the house, whether it be under his jungle gym, activity mat, you know, if he's laying in his little bassinet that I have for him, he's always going to have this moon pillow under his head. And I actually got a couple of them just so I don't have to keep, you know, moving it around from different places in the house. Number two, I don't have it to show you because he's actually taking a nap and sleeping on it right now, but Boppy also makes a pillow that's kind of similar to this that can also help flat head. And number two, also just carrying him around the house. He likes to be carried a lot, which is great. You know, the more you can get your baby off his head during the day, the better. I have this sling that he loves. It's Balboa baby. Dr. Sears, if you've read any of his books, he highly recommends carrying your baby. I believe it really helps you bond with your baby as well. So not only does it help flat head, but the bonding as well. So the sling is great just for a quick carry, even if you have the baby in the car and you're just going in and out of the bank or something. The sling option is a wonderful option. The other thing is this Beco, B-E-C-O. This is the Gemini version. This is a soft carrier, and I use this when I go to the grocery store, or even like around the house. Like sometimes you just need 2 hands and your baby wants to be carried around. And so like if I'm baking cookies or just trying to do laundry or get things done, he wants to be carried, keeping him off of his head as much as possible. And I put him in this Gemini by Beco soft carrier, and he absolutely loves it. Highly recommend Beco soft carrier products. See if I can get this off here. There we go. And then lastly, which I think is really awesome, I searched the web high and low for something that I could do to help my baby's flat head at night, because, you know, obviously you're not allowed to put anything in the crib. You don't want to put any towels or any special kind of pillow under your baby's head to get them to flip their head to the other side, to take the weight off the flat spot. Obviously, you know, you don't want anything else in the crib. So I searched high and low, and I found this awesome mattress that actually goes on top of the existing mattress, and it's by a company, it's actually called Life Nest, and I forget the name of the actual company that makes it, but the product is called Life Nest, and basically, I'll show you the back of it. There's a hole that's been cut out, and so when you put the baby down, there's more give where the head goes on the mattress. So it can help reverse the flat head. Even if he still prefers to lay on his left side, it won't create the amount of pressure that a normal firm baby mattress would, and it'll help round back out his head. This mattress is made specifically for babies that have flat head, or for babies that you're trying to prevent flat head from happening, and I highly recommend it. The funny thing about this is you cannot find it at any retailer, any brick and mortar retailer or online. This product is very hard to find. I ordered mine off of Amazon, and I actually haven't seen any retailers anywhere that carry it. I did see online that there's some retailer maybe in Canada that carries it, but you know, after 22 some years of, you know, babies getting flat heads and a 600% increase, I really don't know why this product is not more popular. The reviews that I have seen of it online are relatively positive. I've only put my baby on this a couple of nights, but you know, he's a mover in his crib. I used to put him on one end and find him at the other end, only at 2 months old. So he does know how to rock back and forth and move around. But when I put him on this, it actually prevents him from traveling around in his crib as well, which is really nice. So anyway, all of these products that I just discussed, I'm going to put links to where you can purchase them and what they're called in the description of the video below. If you have any questions, feel free to make a comment. I'll let you know how the progress goes with his head, combination of physical therapy and all these products, and hopefully we can get his little head to round back out again. So if you have anything else that you've been doing to help prevent flat head with your baby, or to fix flat head that has already occurred, I'd love for you to share that in the comments section for other new moms, and hopefully we can all help each other out. So that's it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.